dumb device. I'm trying. Great day, great Ujima to each and every one of you. I'm trying to wait for the black signal to come up, but it's not. So, we can't let that ruin the fact. I can't wait for 15 minutes for this thing to warm up. It's like having an old car or some shit like that. I don't understand it, right? So let me go and open up a chat real quick. See, because what I like to do is I like to send out the black signal, and then I use that tab as the chat to kind of save space on my computer and time and stuff like that. No, we can't do that, right? Alright, okay, so it's out. So let's send out the black signal real quick. We're going to try to send out a quick one. See, man, I don't know what goes on with this bullshit, right? So, it warms up, like I said, like an old car. So it's DT 27 19 3. Next, Daily Toast. No, gotta be a capital T, y'all. Daily Toast is live now. Join us. We ain't gonna put no links this time. Yeah, let's put the links. What y'all think? Let's put the links. Join us on Spreaker. And if y'all out there, take some time and follow Gye-Nyame Journey or G&J on Spreaker. It only takes a second and it's free. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay. I do though. You don't have to pay. Or follow or on YouTube. Yeah, help us build up our numbers on YouTube too. Why don't you just go on and like us, like Gye-Nyame Journey on YouTube as well. Let's go and build up the family. The Facebook page, a lot of y'all come there. So, but I would like to get more of y'all on the YouTube page. YouTube and Spreaker. Facebook won't help us raise no money. I'm just being honest. Facebook won't help us raise no money. Alright. As of December 11th, Hulu will no longer support Instagram location and hashtag searches. God damn. I mean, they just full of y'all. Who's sweet? I might as well just cancel my subscription. Now I shut down on my goddamn tablet. Ain't that something? Alright. Stream chat. Alright, so family, let's get it. There you go. I want to go home. This is now home. Streams, that's what I want. Oh man, this is so corny, man. Just yesterday I was able to see all the stuff. Alright, so let's do it. Here we go. Alright, family. First, I want to welcome you to the Congregation of the Mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Place where your hustle builds muscle. This is the Daily Toast. And, of course, it's a Heart of December production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Take your breath and drink some water. Drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, get your glass for some water. Get your bottle of that water. Put the cap of that water. Lift it for your water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Stretch it, family. Move your body and drink some water. Oh. Now move your body and drink some water. Oh, man. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Man, just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, then. Take your breath. Lift and roar. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, breathe, move, lift, drink, or toast? Take a lift, lift. Take a breath. Lift and pour and drink. Move your body. And toast your ancestors. Break down. Come on, drink it with me. Drink. Lift your glass. Take a sip. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. I got that damn thing timed so well I know when it's going to stop. Even though I still got a full glass of water. And I'm still kind of ashamed that I can't finish this 50 ounces in 1 minute. So, alright, in the news, you know, because I'm posting up. Because like I said, I got to have material so that we get this newsletter. And I'm putting the news magazine out today or tomorrow. Today is the busiest day for me at my venture. Show, more than likely it might be out tomorrow or it might be out later on tonight. Brother Kwame says Mario Beatty and Greg Kamati Carr will be here on a Kuumba in April. But I don't know if I want to wait to April to kind of get some confirmation about an event that's going to be happening the next month. We need to have some contact prior to that. Maybe we could bring them to something else. But you don't think that's cutting it kind of close, brother? All right. So, the Great Pumpkin is in the news again. We got analysis what Trump attack on Spike Lee can teach us about racial attitudes. Now, let's just read a little bit of this. Great Pumpkin. This is from the Washington Post. President Trump took to Twitter Monday morning to accuse Spike Lee of a racist hit on your president. After the director used the Oscar acceptance speech to encourage Americans to mobilize for the 2020 election to be on the right side of history. Donald, the Great Pumpkin says, be nice if Spike Lee could read his notes, or better yet, not have to use notes at all when doing his racist hit on your president, who has done more for African... Wait. Stop. Oof. I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't know. I'm sorry. Hold on. Be nice if Spike Lee could read his notes, or better yet, not have to read or use notes at all when doing his racist hit on your president, who has done more for Africa. I'm sorry, family. I'm gonna get it out. Hold on. This is a tweet from Great Pumpkin. Be nice if Spike Lee could read his notes, or better yet, not have to use notes at all when doing his racist hit on your president, who has done more for African... I can't say that shit with a straight face. Oh, I'm not speaking of confirmation. I was hoping Dr. Linda James Myers. Ooh. Oh, I ain't think about that. All right, hey, that's why you the Black Yoda. I think that might work. All right, but hold on. Be nice if Spike Lee could read his notes, or better yet, not have to use notes at all when doing his racist hit on your president, who has done more for African Americans, criminal justice reform, lowest unemployment numbers in history, this man is hilarious. Wait, hold on. Lowest unemployment numbers in history. Wait, see, it's so funny to me because he's so serious, right? Hold on. This man said, hey, he does more for African Americans. Criminal justice reform. Lowest unemployment numbers in history. Is he leaving slavery out? he leaving, and tax cuts and etc. than almost any other prayers. Almost any other prayers. All right. Trump tweet raised eyebrows since Lee's speech did not mention the president. Even on Fox News, Brit Hume pushed back against the president's tweet. But it's hardly the first time Trump has accused a prominent African American of racism. In November, for example, PBS Yamiche Alcindor asked Trump whether his rhetoric is emboldening white nationalists, and Trump replied by saying, "That's such a racist question." Hey, man, and he be serious. Listen. The president's recent accusation of black racism The president's recent accusation of black racism are part of a longer and larger pattern. On August 2017, analysis by the Post Christopher Ingram found that Trump is 3 times more likely to accuse African Americans of racism on Twitter than whites. The president's recurring charges of racism are ironic, to say the least. Trump has made a number of statements attacking racial and ethnic minorities, while also complaining that Democrats have used the tired, disgusting argument of racism against him and his supporters. Trump's accusation of black racism may be hypocritical, but they're not surprising. After all, whites who hold unfavorable views about African Americans believe that blacks are likely racist. Alright, I ain't gonna read no more of that shit. Alright, I promise. I'm just saying. So what the strategy that Trump is using is a strategy that was made famous by George Bush with the preemptive strike. I thought you was gonna call me racist, so I called you racist first. Brilliant strategy when motherfuckers are actually thinking that shit or about to attack. But when they're not, it goes totally wrong. Right? Oh my God. I just, I did have some more news. Hold on. Last night I had the opportunity to run through some of it, but I wanted to read or go through at least one of the articles. On go through, because we pushed reparations up into the arguments. Alright, so analysts, Democratic candidates are backing reparation for African Americans, even though it's risky. So I wrote, is it not the job of politicians to sell ideas that may not be popular? Hell, we need to be clear on the fact that this is a generational battle and we have to be in it for the long haul. We are going to make some it's supposed to be hits. We're going to take some hits along the way, but we will be dishing out some blows as well. For that, family, now I got a question about some of the social media. Family, am I the only one that be typing shit and be noticing mistakes, go back and fix the mistakes, post the shit, and go back later on to find that the very mistakes that I knew that I took out are up or being posted? I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Because it kind of make you look stupid when you can't spell small words and you know that you went back and corrected that shit, right? Because your finger's big. All right. We're going to take some hits along the way, but we will be dishing out some blows as well. Family, do not fall for the same argument that has been launched at us for at least the last 30 years. Help us get someone in office, then we can have a serious talk about reparations. No, that's hustling backwards. You don't pay a prostitute after sex. You put the tangibles up first, so there's no problems afterwards. We got to understand that when we start talking about stuff that's uncomfortable to people, that we're not necessarily going to put nobody in seats. We're not going at first, right? And we got to understand we're going to take a lot of blows. We're going to take a lot of static, because certain people are going to get upset because they're not going to be able to come to the loyal constituents that black people have been without some pushback, a lot of pushback, because we got a lot of needs that have to be fulfilled, that we have to start working on, because like I said, 2053 is coming fast. Now, like I said, I might not make it there, right? But I do want to change the predictions of 2053. You understand what I'm saying? Far as, this ain't no end of the world shit, but it is an end of wealth, the end of any black wealth in this country, where the majority of people will have zero wealth. What that means is that we will be in a permanent state of servitude. Family, we got to understand, unlike our continental brothers and sisters, unlike our brothers and sisters from the islands, unlike our brothers and sisters from south of the border, America, for a majority of us, is the only place we have. We can't escape. You understand what I'm saying? We can't escape. Most of us can't afford to even try to escape. So we have to go and dig our heels in and do some battles. And we may have to battle some people that we thought were allies and friends, you know what I'm saying, because they can't see it. But that shouldn't stop us from continue pushing on. So let me drink this water and get this toast on. Alright, so we're going to get the toast on. I'm going to get y'all up out of here. I want to thank y'all for your patience and time. Those that are tuning in live or later on, we had a slow, the show was slow last night, but it was cool. I want to thank Shaka and his new partner, his new friend, for calling in. I want to thank all of y'all, keeping us in your thoughts and stuff. Alright, here we go. Y'all ready? Alright. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass, we toast that Creator, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move on to our list of our illustrious ancestors, our several lists. Somebody told me yesterday they had to ask some ancestors. Well, if that person is on here right now, please feel free to post them up right now. I will write them in a book. Or, text me through any of the platforms that we are streaming on. We are a couple of days away from getting a product that is going to kind of change the hustle for us just a little bit. Gives a little bit of room on the table. You know what I'm saying? Gives a little room with the computer and stuff like that. Alright, so here we go. We salute Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Pendergast, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Alphine, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, Pet Mott, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamai, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Broford, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and the Luxor brother, Miss Ada Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Rem J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carol Dean Russell, Susan B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird, Beatty, Sarah Weather, Beauty Farmer, Argo, Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Alda Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Trisha Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis. What the hell is that? Okay. Mary, where we are? Mary Eliza Patrick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keach Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes. You know, we haven't heard from that brother in a while. I need to check on him. Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stober, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thorne, Richard Thorne, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Baxter, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thorne, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thorne, Frankie Quells, Urania Thorne, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. Wells Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, May Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, Elder Amateur Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs, Second Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargo, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilamon Aries, Jean and Rube Jones, Jana Callahan. My bees ready. Uh-oh. What I owe you? And then on top of that, you know, I'm going to have some of this ambrosia ready. Maybe Kaumba. William Walter West. Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan. And good morning to you, Miss Cynthia Johnson. Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winfrey Scannell, Barry Wilson, Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Calvin Spradley, Charles Wood and Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billings Lee Jr., Jennifer Simpson Ball, Hazel Gasson, Jay Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Ann McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie Marco Armstead, Diane Scott, Edgar Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kim O'Brien, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Ellie Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Melly Miller, Ozzie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Corporate, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath, Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Oz, Elijah Oz, Jerome Oz, Henry West Stanton, Joe Jamel Oz, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Right. I was wondering because I haven't heard from Anubis in a while. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sits, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Goshen, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Condiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denisa Gore, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Isin, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint. Demetrius Lewis Flint. So we raise our glass and we salute all of our ancestors. Man, we salute. Man, the list is growing. The list is growing. The list is growing. Family, we doing a great job. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, move to the present moment. Of course, we know that we are in Ujima, so I ask everybody to activate those reticular formations and start looking for some Ujima today. For those that don't speak the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. Where is it at? I know it's out here. You know, I see it. There, go take a picture of it, post it up on Gye-Nyame Journey. I see some of y'all pictures up there, right? Righteousness is the demonic principle of their respect. Is the M7. The color is blue. Didn't feel like grabbing and going downstairs today. Vibration is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. Now, I had a yah roll down on me, be like, brother Hatim, I'm tired of you talking about there's no yahs in our tribe. I'm sorry, sister. I think it's Sister Regina. I'm like, she came hard. Like, man, I told you there's a yah in the family. So I'm calling out the Kwaku. Is there a Kwaku or a Kua? Can a Kwaku or Kua jump up and let me know that we got one? I'm trying to fill up every day of the week. We got a Kwojo in our family, but we don't have a Kwojo directly in the tribe that I know of. Of course, we got Kwabna, Abana. We always rapping, But I don't know about no Kwaku and a Kua. Don't know about it. And if they out there, y'all need to let me know. We know we got a Yah, but do we have a Yah? Come on now. We know we got a Fu in the tribe. We don't got no Kofi. I don't know about no Kofi. We know we got a Kwame, right? But yeah, we got an Amma in the family. But do we got an Amma in the tribe? We know we got a Kwesi, but do we have a Kusua? Huh? Come on now. Where y'all at? So we lift up our glass to the present moment. We salute the present moment because in the moment is our power. And we want to harness all of that power so that we can, one, salute our ancestors, and two, lay the foundation for the children yet to come. So we lift up our glass, acknowledging our pact with the past and the future. Understanding that we are generational people, right? So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, move on to our future generations. We toast our children's children, on to infinity. From there, family, you know who we toast? We also toast all of our relations, Ashe. Then we do that selfish toast. What is it that you need? What is it that you need? Ashe. From there, family, I toast the most marvelous, magnificent, wonderful, beautiful, uplifting, strong, wisest individual in the room. I lift up my glass to you, salute you, and say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. We still need you and our absent brother to do a show of comics here. Yeah, I would like to do that too. Yeah, I would like to do that too. That old ambrosia. Man. Alright, family. But yo, I'm about to get out of here because I got to iron the clothes. Alright, so we up, we out. Y'all have a great day. Magnificent day. Marvelous day. Beautiful day.